Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Egld token. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one so that you have more context. It's going to be in the top right hand corner of the video. Now jumping into the daily chart here. So we have ourselves a Fibonacci retracement here. As you can see, the swing low is over here, June 13th. The swing high is over here, June 16th. So this was a quick little move that we had. And from there, we went down to this 382. We got overextended, almost getting to the 1.272. And after that, we have been testing the golden ratio 3 times. So we have this nice triple bottom pattern here, which is a very, very bullish reversal pattern. And for us to determine what is going to be the move to the upside after we start breaking the neckline is we simply have to place the this trend line that I just created from the bottom of the lowest bottom, I should say, to the neckline, which is these two lines over here. And you can see that we are roughly getting the 1.618 as our technical target. And even without this, bullish reversal pattern, our technical target regardless is the 1.618 at $77.50. So right now we're running into the 1.272 here as resistance, and we're coming back down to retest the 20 MA and the first fib level here. So this is the level that we're going to retest. Hopefully, if we do see a move to the downside, we lose the 20 MA, then I would look for the 786 at $53.73 and at the golden ratio, which is sitting at $50. So these are going to be your two nice buy areas. We could potentially see a move to the downside. Bitcoin's not really looking very strong right now. It can't really break to the upside. So I don't know, if Bitcoin drops down, altcoins will follow, and you should be ready with your limit buy orders. And that's what I'm doing personally. But if we manage to bounce from the 20 MA successfully here, and we see a move to the upside, we start breaking through the 1.272, 1.414, eventually we're going to get to the 77 mark here for the Egld token. And after that, this could be a nice place for you to take some profits. If you want to buy from the 20 MA or open a long position, which I don't encourage, I don't do leverage trading at all, that's a nice 30% trade for you. So you can also target the second fib level, which is our overextension level as well. And if we see a very, very strong move to the upside and Bitcoin starts going to 28K, this would be a level that I would be targeting for Egld at $91.50. But the major target right now is the 1.618, so keep that in mind. Now jumping into the daily RSI here. So as you can see, we did break through the green trend line here. We had a little back test of support with a fake out below, and right now it's looking very good. We almost got to the overbought over here above the index of 70, and we broke the resistance of this white channel up pattern that you can see we've been in for quite a while. We did have one fake out over here, but with this fake out, we did land on the green support zone that we have below that we tested 1, 2, 3 times in total. So if we see a major capitulation or a black swan event, this would be the level that I would be eyeballing, because we've had 3 bounces from there already. And if we keep going down into the oversold and you see yourself bounce from this level, that would be a great entry in my opinion. Now, I would be targeting an entry here off the white support trend line, and I would assume that's when we would bounce on the price action from the 20 MA and from the first fib level. But if we fail to do that, right, and we continue down, I would look for the green trend line here, as it was a resistance level multiple times before we eventually broke out, had a little backtest of support with a fake out and a move to the upside. So potentially this green trend line would be a great entry for you. But like I said, you just dollar cost average your way in. You potentially buy some at the white trend line. If you go lower, you buy some at the green trend line, and you drop down to the oversold, you buy a lot of tokens down here as well. So never go all in. Not a financial advice, but that's not very smart. So that's regarding the daily chart. And as you can see, the white trend line that we have here, which we have been testing since May of this year. So we had one test in May, one test at the end of May. We almost got there in June. We got rejected early July. And in the middle of July, we broke through and we almost back tested this white trend line here as support. We didn't quite get that low, but the golden ratio held us up. So this is a bullish sign, bullish statement from Egld, in my opinion, breaking through a major multi-month resistance trend line. So potentially we have set our bottom here. Potentially this is our bottom, and if so, we can lay down the Fibonacci retracement to see what would be our technical targets moving into the next bull market. So we're going to choose this swing low here as our bottom. We're going to choose our swing high here that we printed in November at $546.50. And if we move into the 1.618 here and we take a look at that target, that is sitting at $2,800. So from where we are right now, that would be a massive trade in my opinion. But if you're willing to wait that much, obviously, so 4,500%, that's what you're looking at if you're going to be entering at these prices. And I do think there is a huge possibility that we're going to get to these prices. Egld is a good project. Some people have lost faith in this project, but you know, if you really like it and you believe in the project, you like the team, and you know, if we do end up breaking through this resistance level here, which is a major resistance level at $546, and you continue on with the bull market, then you could be looking at $2,800 next bull market, you know, cycle top. Obviously, you do have a couple of resistance levels below that at the 1.414 and the 1.272. So those are kind of important as well, because that's where we can get rejected without even getting to the 1.618. So dollar cost averaging your way out of a project is as important as dollar cost averaging your way into the project. So $1,126 and $1,642 as well are very important resistance levels that we need to break through in order to get to our major technical target here. I want to switch over to the Binance chart. So moving over to the daily chart on Binance, I do want to draw your attention to the 10 EMA here, which is not actually the 10 EMA, but the 80 EMA, I should say. The blue trend line here, or the blue moving average, is the 80 EMA. And as you can see, we did move towards it, but we got rejected back down. And ever since then, we didn't have a back test of resistance. Now, I do use quite a few EMAs on my charts. I have the 35 EMA, the 150 EMA, the 200 EMA, and all of those are going to be important resistance levels moving forward. But right now, we need to break the 80 EMA. We're losing the 55 at the moment, which is not very good. And you have the 10 EMA that's holding us up right now, which is a blue moving average here below as well. So target the 80 EMA for future. That could bring you a nice swing trade. But if you're buying for the long term, I would say that this is a very good time to be accumulating for the long term. So yeah, let's zoom out a little bit here and let's actually switch over to the weekly chart and let's see what we have over here. So on the weekly chart, as you can see, we're approaching the 20 EMA here at $86, $87, which is a very important resistance level. But what I do want to show you as well is that you can see that you do have a resistance level over here. So this is the support that we landed on in June of 2021 when we saw that summer capitulation. So this is $65.61. And as you can see, we ran into this resistance over here. So this was our support here last year, and we lost this support over here this June. We lost the support, and now we're back testing it as resistance, and potentially you're going to come back down for a nice double bottom pattern here, which is very possible. We could see another capitulation in the crypto markets. You know, miners still need to capitulate because that's usually what happens when we approach the end of a bear market. But if we do end up breaking through this resistance level, I would look at the 20 EMA on the weekly as a very, very important resistance level that we need to break. And you could potentially see a back test of resistance over there. So the swing high here of this Fibonacci retracement is the all-time high in November, and the swing low is the July swing low. So we barely lost the first fib level. So we're not targeting the 1.618 in this instance, which is very bullish in my opinion. Some projects have lost their last year's low and then some, right? And you don't see that with Egld, which is a very bullish thing. And yeah, so the 0.786, I should say, and the 20 MA here at $87 is a very, very important resistance level. If we do end up going there, you potentially could look for a buyback, 24% down at $65 here, which is this June's support, right? So you come to a resistance, you come back down for support, and then you move forward. So let's see what happens with the markets. The weekly RSI is recovering from the oversold here. We're looking quite good, and we're recovering, but still you're not breaking any highs here. You're still printing a lower high on the grand scheme of things. So don't get too bullish and don't get too excited just yet. Let's be patient and look out for the weekly stochastic RSI to get into the overbought as well, above the index of 80. So thank you all for watching, guys. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. I do post a lot of interesting stuff over there. Feel free to join me on my Patreon. You can get in contact with me. We can trade together if that's what you want to do. I do share my trade alerts, my low cap gems. You get a lot of technical analysis and video requests as well that I post on Patreon. So yeah, it's a great place to connect. So thank you all for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.